plum blossom. I'm not going to do the whole painting, but I'm just going to start doing the branches. So the first thing you've got to know about the structure, if you have a plum tree in your garden or around you, then you're lucky. You can look at the tree and what do you think about it, and look at the branches, the twigs very carefully. It has a unique structure. And let's begin. So we start at the branch, usually at the sides. You can start from the bottom, but some start at the sides. And you're using the side of the brush to just roughly mark the main trunk. I'm using very light Chinese ink. You don't have to use lots of ink. You can use lots of ink when you're doing the real painting. And then you've got to feel where you want the twigs to go, where it feels right. So you can usually the plum is painted during its winter or spring states, because that's when it looks most attractive and interesting. I'm not going to draw the flowers, but that's just the basic idea of the plum. You can draw little spots on it, because if you look closely on plum trees, they have tiny bumps on it. And then it's up to you about how to change it, but that's the basic way of doing it. Why not make your tree more interesting? There's no law about it, you can just make one up. So like I said, that the plum tree has an interesting form, so why not be a bit creative and do something like this. So you can be really wild with the painting, but at the same time don't go too crazy about it. And let's do another example of how the branch is painted. If you see an old plum tree, then it's more interesting because you can see how it's developed and how it's been pruned over the years. It's slightly like the cherry tree. Do you know what this says?